Well, continuing protests and unrelenting pressure this afternoon as demonstrators once again marched on City Hall.
They sure did. Our Chief Correspondent Jay Levine joins us with more on the growing chorus of City Hall critics. And what impact are those critics having, Jay?
Well, that's a really good question. We spoke with several sources close to the mayor today, and they tell me to a person that he is digging in his heels, determined to stand his ground, working to solve the problems, not run from them.
No peace, no cookie, police.
No justice, no peace, they chanted as the Reverend Jesse Jackson led between 100 and 200 marchers circling City Hall, once for every shot fired at Laquan McDonald, 16 times, covering 8 miles, pausing each time around to make their point.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Their demand that both police officers and elected officials be held accountable.
It's been going on like this for a long time, Jay. I've been in the whole city. I'm 72 years old. I've been around here.
They demanded that proposed federal investigation of the police department.
It's not been definitively stated that they're coming in.
So you want to make sure that they do?
Well, yes, that would be one step, absolutely. That's the purpose of part of this march.
16 shots in the cover-up. 16 shots in the cover-up.
At a prayer breakfast this morning, County Board President Tony Preckwinkle echoed their complaints about a cover-up, questioning the delay charging the officer who fired the 16 shots.
Why did he have a desk job and get pay and benefits for a year as the state's attorney and the mayor attempted to suppress the evidence?
One down, two to go.
While McCarthy is gone, Alvarez yesterday lashed out at those who suggested she should follow him out the door. And the mayor's friend and unofficial advisor David Axelrod says those demands only make Emanuel more determined to see this through.
He can be a force for solving them.
If he has the power, if he continues to have the support, as opposed to people turning against him and considering him part of the problem rather than part of the solution.
Well, the challenge for him, the challenge of leadership, is to move forward in a meaningful way and do things that signify real progress. I think people are going to scrutinize the proposals that he comes forward with, that they come forward with, and ask, is this going to address the problem we've seen?
Axelrod, as you might expect, defends the mayor against both the charges he covered up the video and responsibility for the alleged culture of police misconduct. Both, he claimed, had roots long before the mayor took office. In fact, the first column he wrote in Chicago as a young reporter before becoming a famed political consultant and advisor to presidents more than 40 years ago, he reminded me, was about police brutality. Rob, Erica.
We know that mayors of Chicago get the city council to go along with just about everything. Do you anticipate, since we're talking politics and talking David Axelrod, do you anticipate he will have a difficult time doing that now?
I think that on certain issues regarding to the police department and perhaps investigations, there might be problems, certainly from the Black Caucus in City Council and from the Progressive Caucus in City Council. But neither of those two caucuses has enough votes to constitute a majority of City Council. I think the mayor still has a majority. I don't think he'll have any trouble in City Council. Okay.